Hey guys, sorry about that. Hey guys, thanks for being on our hangout tonight, and we're glad to see you. I'm Brent, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, and you are
Julie?
Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. Absolutely my better half in the business, no doubt about that. We've got some great training for you tonight, and we're going to be talking about that. I started a new book this week, and you know what? I've had this book in my library for a long time. And I found it because I'm getting ready to go to John Maxwell's leadership conference here in Pensacola. But the book is 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, and it's a great book. And he talks about different levels of leadership. Just want to read you something out of this that I thought was the first law is the law of the lid, and it's talking about how your leadership will only go so far. And he says, the leadership ability is the lid that determines a person's level of effectiveness. The lower an individual's ability to lead, the lower the lid on his potential. The higher the leadership, the greater the effectiveness. To give you an example, if your leadership rate's an 8, then your effectiveness can never be greater than a 7. If your leadership's only a 4, your effectiveness will be no higher than a 3. So your leadership ability, for better or worse, always determines your effectiveness and the potential impact of your organization. So this book, to me, is going to be great in the aspect of seeing what areas of leadership that I need to work on. And there's so many different ones in here. And, you know, you can grow your leadership to different levels. You know, it doesn't, if you're a 3 or if you're a 2, you can learn all of these different effects of leadership and grow your level of ability. And he says, I believe that success is within the reach of just about everyone, but also believe that personal success without leadership brings only limited effectiveness. A person's impact is only a fraction of what it could be with a good leadership. The higher you want to climb, the more you need leadership. The greater the impact you want to make, the greater your influence needs to be. Whatever you will accomplish is restricted by your ability to lead others. And in the first chapter, he always gives great illustrations. The chapter I'm in now is talking about Princess Di and Mother Teresa. But the first chapter that I was in the law of the lid, was talking about McDonald's Corporation and the guys that were leading McDonald's Corporation and how they never really could get it off to a great level. And then I think it's Ray Kroc is the guy that stepped in and purchased McDonald's, and how McDonald's now is just a name worldwide. Remember when we were in China adopting for the first time? We walked to McDonald's how many times to eat?
Once for me.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
Well, you know, it's McDonald's in China, for Pete's sake.
You went a couple of times, but I...
You know, chicken nuggets, we really didn't know if they were chicken nuggets or not, if you know what I mean. But,
yeah.
You know, sure they were chicken nuggets. But, you know, there's McDonald's all around the world. You know, I've been all around the world, and I've been to China and to Korea, and I've been to the Dominican Republic and Costa Rica and Germany, and, you know, all these different places. And guess what? All of them have McDonald's. And it's because of this one individual that took that leadership bid and raised it for McDonald's and took them to a whole different level. And now McDonald's is known worldwide. So it all because of the leadership lid. So, you know, I encourage you, if you're not reading, to make sure that you're doing that this year. It's very important for us to pour in. I think we've talked about it even last week on our call, that we pour into ourselves, and once we pour into ourselves, we're able to pour out into others. And leadership is a thing that all of us need to take a part in. Well, Julie, this week learned a great lesson from Linda Lynn, our lady that hosts our meeting every week. You know what that was?
Shortcuts.
Shortcuts. And you know what? I'm a geek when it comes to this kind of stuff. Or a nerd. I don't really know how to do this. And she sat at our meeting on Tuesday night and did a great job with our meeting. And then she gave these tips of shortcuts. And I was like, holy cow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Why didn't we know this before? You do a lot of Facebooking and a lot of texting people. And, you know, you're always, you know, texting all the time to get this information out. And she taught us these shortcuts where we can have all of this information typed out like this, and all you have to do is type in one word, and it brings up everything. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to...
Not us. She.
No, we are going to turn it over to her right now. And Linda Lynn is going to teach you. If I could find those tools that she has that gives the clapping. Where's the clapping, Linda Lynn? We need clapping right here. Linda Lynn, take it.
I gave myself applause. Thank you very much. So we're going to learn how to use this tonight as a huge tool. And I'm going to change it. I'm going to share my screen real quick so that you guys can see the PowerPoint and follow along with me so that you have visual. I'm a visual learner, so that's one of those things that I have to kind of do. So first thing I'm going to talk about, though, my group and I have been doing some training, and this week we've been working on our 30-second commercial. And one of the things that we're talking about is getting people's information at the end of a conversation with somebody we meet out in the public or what have you. And we are working on getting that information by using our phone and Facebook on there. So what I'm going to show you is when you're talking to somebody and you get to that end of the conversation and you want to pick up their information from them, instead of saying, hey, can I get your phone number or your email address, and and they're kind of like, I don't really know you because I just met you in the grocery store line. It's really easy to pick up your phone and choose Facebook and go ahead and put the cursor there in the search bar and say, hey, why don't you find yourself on Facebook so that I can send you some more information about this. Well, they're going to say, oh, okay, cool, and go ahead and start typing their name in there on your phone. Click on there itself so you know for sure that you're getting the right person. They're going to immediately get that friend request on their phone, and now you have an open line of communication so that you can talk to that person and be able to use some of these hacks that we're gonna talk about doing tonight. So that's been our project for the week. So if you guys want to think about trying to do that, that's really worked well. Mom just used this the other night with somebody she was talking to at work, and the person just friended her right away. So first thing is we're going to do what is called shortcuts, and I'm going to start with iPhone. I have stuff for Android. I'm not an Android user, so I had to get information from other people, so I'm not as versed in that, but y'all bear with me. I'll walk you with it or through it. So on the phone, under Settings, you're going to click Settings, and then you're going to go to the General tab and click on that. And I'm going to try to go slow enough so that everybody can be doing this with us at the same time. Under that, you're going to click on Keyboard. And then on Keyboards, you're going to click on Shortcuts, which is going to bring up a page like this, and you'll want to click on the plus. Most everybody only has the OMW stored on their phones. That comes automatically set on iPhones for whatever reason. So once you hit that plus sign, it's going to come up to this. You'll be able to type in whatever phrase that you want it to be. My big thing was getting in all of my websites, because every product we have, every combo we have, every set of products we have has its own website. So we're going to work with the fast relief products here tonight when we're setting this up. Then the shortcut is going to be whatever you want to type, whatever shortness you want to type there. So in this case, like I said, we're going to do the fast relief, got the whole thing there, and all I have to type in is FR. Then we're going to go and save that, and it'll pull it up. This so you know, this is my website plus fast-relief. That is all of the fast relief products. If you wanted one product in particular, I suggest that you go to your website that your customer sees, and click on each individual product. That will give you that web address for those things. This is so you know what that one is. So then when I get ready to send my customer that link, I type in the message, and here's the where you go and find what we do. All I have to do is type in FR, and you can see right down here that it has that, like, your autocorrect place. Well, this is going to fill that shortcut in for you. So all you have to do is hit the space bar, or you can click on that, and it's going to fill it in for you, and it will now look like this there. Makes sense? You guys are checking the comments, right? Brent, Julie, maybe?
Julie is
Now, Android, I had to get different opinions from different people on how to do this because not all Androids are made by the same company. So everyone's is a little bit different. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. Under settings, you're going to pick applications, and this happened to have been a Samsung phone that this came from. Then applications, you're going to go to messages, and then to quick responses, and be able to add it in there. You can see it has a plus sign, so you can do the same thing that we did with the iPhone. Or you can go to, this is a different view from another phone. Same thing, going into messages, then settings for messages, and then adding it under quick responses. Basically, it's the same thing. It's just set up a little different with a different brand. So that kind of gives you an idea of how that works. With Samsung, I know that it's a 200-character limit. So this, again, is just for web addresses, your email address, any of those things that you don't want to have to type out constantly. Your big fat thumbs might, hit the wrong button and then the link won't work or something like that. So those are for those quick, easy things. Now, we've also heard recently about larger entire messages. So I use, for somebody who wants to place an order or somebody who wants to join, I use a note process so that I can copy and paste that. I don't know Androids as well, so I don't know if they have a actual note like they do on iPad or iProducts, but you can also use Dropbox, Word, OneNote, or my favorite is Google Docs. I use one of those two because I can type it in on the Google Docs on my computer and then pull it up on any of my devices, just like you can with Dropbox. So that's going to be, I've got this one that's either a join one or an order one. These are saved in here with my website information on there. All I have to do then is highlight it and copy it, and then take it over to my message, whether it be a text or a Facebook private message, whatever you're doing to that. You can paste it then in that message with everything that you need to know. You may want to, personalize it a little bit for that person, but you have the general message in hand and can copy and paste it that way. So that's for the longer messages that are, a paragraph or two long instead of just the little hack. And I think that's my last slide.
awesome.
So, what do you guys think?
I think that it's awesome because it can save us so much time in doing. I even have gotten to the point where I try to type in my website and actually type in the wrong character, and that really messes things up for us. So, Lyndall, I think these just little catches like that are great. Now, you're going to post some of these things that you have in the file section you said of the Posse.
Yeah, I'll take the paragraph that I have for orders and for join and put that in the file section. Now, this really came from Lori Harrison, and I just kind of tweaked it a little bit, which you'll have to do, of course, to put your own information in there as well. But it's just a general good for either of those things. Okay,
that's good. Julie, you're working on, you got your Plexus, what is it, word that I use? Your Plexus, your Plexus swag back, not swag, but you got some movement in your Plexus business. Your Plexus groove, that's it. You got that worked on this weekend. we actually delivered some product today to someone that you've been talking to and been working on. So we got to get out and get the. What have you been doing? And I know you've been sharing with a lot of your.
Well, I've been messaging people. I've been messaging some of my ambassadors that have not done in a while. They've been white for a long time. I've been messaging them, messaging customers as well, and then just getting new customers, talking to people as I'm out and about, handing out my business card, leaving my business card in places like I used to. So just getting in that habit of making sure that I'm doing and working.
Chatting with Sarah Marble just the other day, and she said she was doing some of that, and she had actually regained 5 of her ambassadors that were off, and that's great. That's great. I was talking to one of our ambassadors today, or this afternoon, and he was telling me that he's ready to get things rolling and moving again. So, it is important for us to check with these people because we don't know where they're at right now in their life. And I know, Linda Lynn, you've been doing some of that also, reaching out to some of your people. Sometimes we don't get a response, or we get a no, I'm not interested right now. Hey, but if we only got 1 or 2 people that said that they're interested in getting things going and getting ordered again, that's awesome to see that. Our cell phone keeps ringing. Hello, this is the French household. May I help you? But it's good for us to do that. We were somewhere yesterday, and not yesterday. We were Friday. We were out, and both of us had our Plexus sweatshirts on. I had my gray one that says Plexus, and Julie had her pink one on that said Plexus, and we went into business, and they're like, oh, look how cute, they both got on the same sweatshirt. I'm like, mine's gray, hers is pink, but it is Plexus. And then somebody said, what is Plexus? And when that's said, you need to have that 30-second speech ready to explain what Plexus is, what Plexus does, and why we're in the business. And always have your business card. I had my business card, just pulled it out of my pocket and handed it to him. And we explained what Plexus was, and we had a question: was it like this other health product? There you go. You got that card right there. Show them that. Are you showing them that?
I will. This is a sample card.
That's awesome. And looks like you have a slim pack on there.
Yeah, it's a little slim packet there.
That's great. And have those things and pass them out and give them out, and that's awesome. That's awesome. I just got a call from my brother right before the call that one of his new ambassadors went to a training up in Worcester, Ohio yesterday, and she's signing her first ambassador as we speak right now, or she's already done. So getting your first ambassador, and we're happy for you and looking for, let's see, questions on here.
Yeah, this is being recorded, but Linda Lenardi
Okay.
answered that.
Yes, it is being recorded, and we will post it out. Now, guys, honestly, if I can figure this out, what she's talking about, anybody can figure it out. Okay, because Linda Lynn knows a lot about the MyPlexus Builder background and how to set up all these emails and do these campaigns. I know nothing about that, but she did this in our meeting, and I actually went to somebody else's phone, and they're like, I missed it. I said, give me your phone, I'll take care of it for you. And I put the website in, and I actually could do it, so I was really proud of myself that I was able to do that. So, yeah, go Brent. But what do we have coming up? We've got convention contests going on right now. So if you're, make sure that you make plans for convention. It is in June. I think it's June the 4th through the 7th, and that's going to be in the hometown of Plexus, out in Phoenix, Arizona, where our headquarters is in Scottsdale. So make sure that you go ahead and get signed up for that. And we want to take as many people from our team out there as. What does convention mean to you?
I mean, it's a huge pep rally. but it's a time that you can get together with other ambassadors. You learn, you get rejuvenated. I mean, it's like for church people, it's a revival.
Yeah, it's a plexus revival.
Yeah.
That's a good term to do it. But let me encourage you, when you go to things like this, make sure that you talk to other ambassadors, and that's the whole thing is networking, and make sure that you talk to people that you can network with and get involved with and learn their best practices and things that they've put in place in their business, and then take their best practices and put them into your business and work with it that way. Linda Lynn, can you share with us when the virtual summit is going to be?
The virtual summit is February the 22nd, which is a Saturday, and it will be from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Working on finalizing all of our guest speakers, and we will have a schedule out by probably the second week of February.
Okay, good, good. Well, guys, get out there and rock your business this week. You know, we learned a lot in Super Saturday, and if you didn't get a chance to listen to the Plexus call that happened on Thursday, it was amazing. They had so many people that tried to get onto the call, it just totally clogged up everything. So we're in a group. There's a lot of jewels in the group. We're like, we can't get on, and you know they said that they had so many people trying to get on at one time, it just overloaded the system. So immediately they put out the recording and the YouTube link for that. So if you have not listened to that, make sure that you find a copy of that. They sent an email out. Take a listen to that, and you can hear it. It's in the Posse. We had Alec and Tarl on, our CEO and Chief Marketing Officer, and they both spoke about Plexus and where we're going and different things that are coming down the pipe. One good thing that they're going to allow us to start doing is our customers, we can handle a lot of their things now so they don't have to call customer service. So to me, that's awesome that we're able to do that. Guys, find a meeting in your area if you can find a meeting in your area. If not, start one. Also, you have the opportunity to use this wonderful tool right here and do a meeting via phone. If you're interested, Julie and I will be more than happy to help you. You can message us, and we can do a meeting, whether it's a Google Hangout or a Zoom. It doesn't matter which one it is. We'll be more than happy to help you with that. Get some people in your living room, and you can put us on the screen, and we can help you with your business.
Or, I mean, they don't even have to come to their living room.
You could actually, that's right, you could be anywhere and do something like this if you have your phone. So it makes our meetings easier. Get on a three-way call. Find somebody to help you. Contact us. We'll be happy to get on a three-way call with you and do something this week to shake up your business. Here's the question for you. What are you going to do this week to make a difference in your business? What are you going to do this week? Is it personal development? Is it finding those new people that you need to network with? Finding new customers that you can get a part of, to be a part of, and get some samples out there. And you know, if you don't have your Slim Block samples ordered, get them out, because there's so many people that are out there that need help with our product, and we've got a great answer that can help them with what was it that Victor Antonio said in our book right here? It's our wellness, weight, or wealth. We can help them with any of those three. If it's wellness, or if we want to help them with their weight, or we could help them with their wealth. They just we need to find out where they are, and we need to start working with that. Any final words?
Just pour into yourself this week so that you can pour out to others.
Yeah, you know, you have to do that, because we can only give out so much. Remember, as he said right here in this book right here, the first law is the law of the lid. If we're only a 3 on or only a 4 on our leadership level, the people underneath us are only going to make it to that 3. So where we're at, we need to grow our intensity. We need to grow our level of leadership as high as it can get. Get up to that 10, and you have your people right underneath you at a 9. And let them grow themselves to a 10 and have their people underneath them, and do the same thing. So we all can grow in our leadership ability. It just takes time, and it takes information, pouring that stuff into us, and we can in turn pour out into others. Linda, do you have any closing remarks or any questions?
just go out and do something this week is what I have to say to everybody. You know, whether it's posting in a new way on Facebook or actually getting out and talking to people, do something and do something different.
That's a good word. It's a good word.
Go to a different place. Go somewhere you hadn't been in a while. You know, that people, if you have magnets on your car, if you have something on your car, go to a place where, you know, you haven't been in a while, and somebody's going to see you. Somebody's going to see that.
I could kick myself. Julie and I went to eat on Friday after the person asked us about Plexus, and, you know, we had our Plexus shirts on. And I walked out the door, and I forgot to leave my business card. And, you know, my business card's right there in my wallet, right there. And I forgot to do that. So make sure you keep those handy and keep them where you can get a hold of them. Maybe you want to put them, if you got some in your wallet, maybe you want to stash some in your pocket that you can get to quickly and get those things out there, because that's the way we're going to get our product, our name recognition out. And people, we were... The same day on Friday, Julie and I took the kids to a movie, a wonderful, wonderful movie, right?
Paddington.
Oh.
Mom, I'm going tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh, it's cute. It's cute.
No, it was okay.
It's cute.
It's cute. It is cute. It is cute. But
it's a young cute.
We walked into, we were going to eat, and we walked into a restaurant. We again had our Plexus shirts on, and I saw somebody that I knew, and he called me over and he said, "Hey, do you have any of those 3 days in your car that of Plexus that you talked to us about before?" He said, "I need, my wife is asking for one." And, you know, so I just happened to have some in the car, so I went out and got one and got the information, know who it is, and check up with them in a couple of days. But, you know, this is somebody that we talked to months and months, probably a year or
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and now they're asking about Plexus. So never give up. Never give up, because there are people out there that want the product, and we can get it to them. We can grow our business. Let's pray, and we'll go. Father, I pray that you would bless this week as we go forth with our businesses. Lord, help us not to be fearful, but Lord, help us to work on our leadership ability. Help us to raise our leadership lid, the law of influence and lid, and get that our leadership level, help it to grow. Father, I pray that you'd help us to have the people that come across our paths, as Lindalyn and Julie both said, get out and do something different in our business. Help us to bring people into our path, cross into our paths, that we can tell about this product. Lord, help us to share, and Lord, in sharing, I pray that you help our businesses to grow. In Jesus' name, amen. Guys, thanks so much for being...
I have to ask, when you just prayed, you took your hat off.
Oh.
Did you bow your head so that everybody can see that white stripe right there?
Sorry about that. I had to put the hat on because, here, let me get this up. You see that right there, that shining spot right there?
No, I'm talking about that right there, that white spot right there that looks like a bald spot, but there's really hair there. It's just white. It's to borrow some of my L'Oreal.
I know Donna Chamberlain, I know you're watching this tonight, because you said you were watching it, and she told me to take X Factor and it might not make my hair grow. Donna,
it helps.
It might make my nails grow, but it hadn't helped my hair at all grow. And I went and got a haircut yesterday, and the guy cut it. He's been cutting my hair for 12 years, and he cut it way short. So, hey, that's okay. He said, "Hey, Brent, we'll get it right next time." Hey, guys, blessings. Y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.